So essentially my entire kitchen is now out here. Oh my god! Oh my god! Do they look the same for you guys? I know this has been a long time coming. It's happening honestly a little later than I thought it would. Oh. But we're here now. Let's carry on with the kitchen. We still have work to do, friends. Let's go. Okay, hello guys, welcome back to our channel and welcome back to part 2 of my kitchen makeover. I know this has been a long time coming. It's happening honestly a little later than I thought it would, but we're here now and that's what matters. And your hype for this second part of the kitchen has been like just getting me fired up to do it, guys. I'm very excited. So let me just take you on a quick little recap on what we got to in part 1 to bring you all up to speed. So the big project was redoing the backsplash. It was a very greeny brown tint and I'm trying to get rid of all of that. So I swapped it out for this stone backsplash. That was the big one. But we also got up to switching some lighting and put in a whole new bay of cabinets, which is what you guys are sitting on right now. So that brings us to today, and there are still a lot of things to be done before I can call this room officially made over. The big project that we're gonna be doing in this video is, I'm sure you all know, painting the cabinets. It's the big thing that still is the eyesore in this room, these very red wood toned cabinets. So they are getting painted, and that's gonna be something that will probably happen throughout this whole video because it's gonna be a lengthy process. I guess that's all I needed to say to start this video off. So if you're liking it so far, subscribe to this channel. We do makeovers like this all the time, so subscribe if you're enjoying. And let's just get right into part 2 of my kitchen makeover. Okay, we are gonna start off with something that literally just came in the mail, so it's top of mind. I'm excited to do it, and that is swapping out the faucet. In the last episode, you saw me pick out one and order said faucet and kind of explain why I did that one. But yeah, I'm excited to see it. I did already open the box, and I do foresee a problem. We are starting this video out strong. Okay, let's look at it. Okay, this is the old one. I did see a lot of comments of frustrated people asking why I did not fix this for the ending shots, and that's because it literally won't. Like, if I could, I would, because trust me, this bothered me too. Bothers me, but hopefully it's not going to be a problem very soon. And this is the new one. It's so beautiful. But do you see? It's quite close to this piece here. I don't think it's gonna hit, but it's going to be so close. That's why I'm a little nervous, but I do love it. I don't think it's that big of a deal. And there's really only one way to find out, and that is installing this. And some of you may remember that I actually have swapped out a faucet before. I did it in my bathroom makeover. That was my first attempt at doing it ever. This will be my second. So if you want to go check out that video, I'm gonna link it below. It was a time. And I'm basing a lot of what I know now off of what I learned then. I just discovered there's an outlet under my sink that I was never aware of. Maybe I do like a surprise lamp in here. No, that's silly. Or is it? Okay, step 1, always when switching out anything like this, is turning off your water. Bingo! Hey, guys, it's perfect. Just by like a sliver does it fit. It's perfect. Oh, I just realized you can't see it. Okay. All right, moment of truth. Ah! Oh my God. Oh my God. Why am I so excited? This is awesome. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. And look at this, guys. Look at this. It retracts. It's a good day. It's a good day to own a sink. Look, I even got the little soap dispenser in, which came with it, which was like the one selling feature of this, because I didn't need that old spout. I did need a nice in-counter soap dispenser though. If we just do this, the makeover is done. It's beautiful. Okay, exciting announcement time. So as you guys know, painting the cabinets is going to be a massive part of this kitchen transformation and make the biggest difference. But as you saw, my entire kitchen is basically cabinets, wall to wall. So this, TBH, is an extremely intimidating task for me and something that if I mess up, it's my entire kitchen and it's all you're gonna see. So, wow, I'm obviously a huge advocate for DIY in most things. This was something that I really wanted to put in the hands of the professionals to make sure it was done right. So I'm so excited that I was able to work with Sweet Refinishing and Painting to get this job done. And make sure you stay tuned to the end because I have a really exciting discount code to share with you. So the first step in this process was taking one of my own cabinet doors into their showroom so we could talk options for this makeover. Sweet Refinishing and Painting is a full-service painting company, meaning they do kitchen cabinet refinishing and refacing, countertops, backsplash, painting, and general contracting needs of all kinds in Toronto and around the GTA. They're a one-stop shop for residential and commercial spaces which provide the best painting solutions to beautify your home or your workplace. Sweet Refinishing has also won Best of Homestar Awards for 3 consecutive years and is Homestar certified, Insured, and WSIB certified. We took a look at a bunch of different inspo photos and ideas I had pulled, and then from that they were able to suggest some paint colors they thought would work well for the space. And we also discussed an exciting modification we're going to be making to some of the doors in the kitchen, so stay tuned to see what that is. I got to take a tour of their shop to see the exact process that my doors would be going through. I was able to see some of the doors that were currently being worked on for other clients, and I have to say the finish looked so good. So I was already feeling really great that my kitchen would be in good hands with it.
And when it comes out fresh, like it looks really glossy.
So this is the finish it will be?
That's the finish.
Okay, yeah, that's nice. Okay, I'm back. We talked about a lot of different color options and definitely feeling this like mushroom beigey cream color. I don't even know what you really call it. So I have a bunch of the little like paper chip samples and they are kind of small. So I'm gonna put them up on the door and then hopefully narrow it down to maybe 2 or 3 that I really like and then go get actual samples of the paint mixed and then paint them on the doors. And then I think I'll have a better idea of which one I actually want to go with. So I guess first step is putting these up. They're all looking very similar. In this showroom, they looked so different. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. Okay. Do they look the same for you guys? The good news is I really like all of them. It'd be bad if I didn't and then I had no options because they were all the same. I really like all of them. I just need to narrow down which ones are my fave. I'm worried about this being too cool tone, so I can tell some of them are already maybe a little bit too gray. So we can nix this one, I think, and this one, I think. Although, every time I move it into different lighting, it looks different. Okay, this one looks maybe too dark, and this one looks maybe too gray, I think. I think. This is so hard. Hi there, I need to get some samples made of some colors of paint. Yeah, just one of each of the 3 colors. Okay, so I've narrowed it down to 2 colors, I think. And I think there's one, I'm looking at them over there, that I am more strongly leaning towards. But I have to make my final decision before Friday. It's Wednesday now. Got a few days to stare at it for longer. But I think I know what I want to do. I think. I'll reveal it like once we're actually at that stage. But in the meantime, we need to move on to the next DIY project I want to do in this space because I think it's something that I want to get done before the cabinets get painted, which is soon. Also, please ignore the fact that you can see all of this stuff in my now open cabinets. It is something I'm gonna have to figure out and like declutter and make it so that my more aesthetically pleasing kitchen items are in these spaces because with the new doors, you will still see all this. Anyways, on to that next DIY project, and it is something about the range hood. So I've always thought that the space kind of like around the hood here was a bit awkward. It just feels like it's empty and missing something. So I have a plan to build a surround that will bulk out this and make it kind of extend so it hits on either side of the cupboards. The only thing I need to figure out right now is I think this glass piece is gonna be in my way a little bit, and I think the trim molding up there is kind of gonna be in my way a little bit. So let's tackle removing those two first. I literally don't even know how these are attached on. Like, how would I get them off? Ow. Ow. Not that way. There's screws in here I just discovered, which might be screwed in this way. Let me see. Whew, okay. Did not need to take those screws out at all. But now I know for the next one. Okay, I am determined to not buy a single new product to make this hood cover. So I'm on my way now. I just saw someone on Marketplace was getting rid of some scrap pieces of drywall. I don't need much to make this, so I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna go to the office and try and round up any spare pieces of wood to do the inside bit, because I don't need a lot of big pieces for that either. Let's see if I can make this happen. So I took all of that scrap wood, and essentially what I'm doing is building two big braces that are gonna go on either side of the vent hood currently, and they're gonna act as like something that I can build out my drywall on top of. That is perfect. Yeah, man. I know they're not looking cute yet, but honestly, it doesn't matter because this will be on the inside. We'll never see it. It's actually more important that you use thick wood that's gonna hold up structurally to really hold this thing in place. And then inside, I was able to just screw right through the back parts of these braces and put them directly into my drywall. So they're on there good, but it's only a couple screw holes in my wall that's actually holding this in place. So if it ever needs to come down, it's not like a huge mess to repair. It's really only a few screw holes. Okay, let me show you how it's looking right now. So it's not the cutest looking, but is it ever structurally sound? It's not going anywhere. It's like, you know, it's solid, it's sturdy. And we're gonna cover it with drywall, so you won't actually ever see any of this, which is fine. Something I decided to do after the fact was go in and add these two extra brace pieces. I just think it adds more support. Plus, it gives me more places to screw my drywall into, which I think will just help it really make sure that it's up there securely and not gonna fall down. And that basically is the next step, drywalling. Woo! First screw in. That was the hardest one. Oh my god, I just like looked at it for the first time, you know? This is gonna look really cool. And then to close in the sides, I'm just using some scrap MDF and nail gunning it in there because it's such a small space. It was way easier to do this than to fit drywall in here. Sorry, I realized my head was just covering probably all of that. Okay, so I did end up actually having to buy something new for this particular project, and that is this stuff. It's called corner bead, and basically what it is like a piece of metal that's at a 90-degree angle that just caps over any drywall edges that you do so that they're really protected. So if you bump up against it, you knock it, the drywall doesn't chip away over time because it's got like a metal corner on it essentially. And it comes with paper around it so that it's really easy to just put it up the way you would do like drywall taping or mudding or puttying. There's so many words for it. So yeah, I have these cut. I'm gonna do one along the bottom and then on each side just to really protect it because I feel like this is an area that could potentially get banged up. So I'm gonna put this on, and then while I already have the drywall paste out, what do I call this? Every time I go to say this word, I don't know what it's called. Compound? All-purpose drywall compound. When I go to put this up with my all-purpose drywall compound, I'm gonna then fill in all of the screw holes and make it beautiful with my all-purpose drywall compound. Oh, this is fun. I actually get to shout this out. We have a series called How to Go Do, and we break down simple things like how to fill a hole in a wall using drywall compound. Check the link here for more info. We break it down. It's really simple. It's fun to be able to use that now. Okay guys, how's it looking? I'm so happy with it. The key to doing stuff like this is just patience. Layers and layers of sanding and patching and sanding and patching until it's as even and smooth as you want it. Probably done about like 10 different rounds on this all weekend long. So the final thing before we paint is like, I don't know if you've noticed, there's a little gap here on each side where I took off the crown molding. So in its place, I cut 2 little MDF triangles that I'm just gonna nail in. It'll just be like a simple little flat piece that I think will cover that hole nicely, and then we can get to painting. Okay, so how does it go? I'm already not remembering. Wait, what? Why is this? Oh my god, that was too difficult to figure out. That's it. Beautiful! So here I'm just applying an all-purpose primer with a roller brush to start. I'm waiting to see the final cabinet color before settling on a final color for the hood. So last night, I basically had to go through my entire kitchen and empty out every single cupboard because they're coming in today to take the doors and start prepping for painting. So everything's empty. It's crazy. And let me show you what I had to do with it. So essentially, my entire kitchen is now out here on my dining room table. It looks like an actual disaster. I have it somewhat organized. Like, I know where my plates and bowls are if I need them, but this is everything. I actually thought it'd be more, so I don't know. But it's gonna live here for a couple days while they start on here. The doors are all out. This one is so interesting to me because I mean, the drawers are still functional drawers. They're just missing the fronts, I guess, and I really thought about it. All right, guys, today is the day. I am so excited. They're coming to actually spray the cabinet bases today. They've already taken the doors. You guys have seen that. But this is my first real look at what the color is gonna look like on everything. And just having the doors off, having all that dark wood just out of here, already I'm so excited to do a light color. I was nervous to do a light color, but now that even the light wood is just what I'm looking at every day, I feel that it's brighter in here, and I'm so excited. So this will be cool. I'll try and get shots of them actually painting today because I think it'll be literally a cool process to see. I've never had a spray gun or used one before, so I don't know. This should be arriving any minute now. I'm so excited. Let's get this kitchen painted. All right, let's go. So you do what, 1 coat of primer?
No, 2 coats.
2 coats of primer, and then how many coats of paint?
2
2 coats of paint.
It's 4 coats total.
4 coats total. Yeah, we want it to be on there.
Alright.
So the doors for the cabinets can get painted back in their shop, but the frame for all the cabinets needs to get sprayed in person, and this is honestly a very exciting process to watch happen. I'm amazed at how smooth of a finish that sprayer gets, and I'm kind of thinking that Team TSG needs to invest in a paint sprayer next because I am in love with the results. It's already feeling like a whole new space in here. And because I don't think I've officially said it yet, but the paint color I did decide to go with is called Baby Fawn, and it's by Benjamin Moore. Okay, good morning. Today's a very exciting day in that the doors are now coming back into the kitchen. They have been painted and there's glass on 2 of them, which I'm so excited to see in real life. So while that happens, literally behind me right now, I am gonna look at new cabinet door hardware. So on the old kitchen, I had these very simple brass gold knobs. They just came off Amazon and I like them. They're okay, but I am just curious if there's something even nicer out there that I want to do, but I also don't want to spend a fortune. So I'm gonna do some browsing, and guys, I have like a million tabs open I have to show you because this is impressive even for me. I know for sure on the, I think 3 drawers I have that are pull out, they have like a bar handle. Those ones I really need to replace because they kind of low-key fell apart when I was taking them off. They were really low quality ones. Plain little round knobs I think I could keep using, but like I said, I just want to see what's out there. So I'm going to Lee Valley, which is like one of my favorite places for knobs. They just have really like a huge variety. And I think I want to stick to like the aged brass bronze look. I think that will look really nice with like the creamy beige color of the cabinet. So let me show you what I'm considering. Do you guys see all these tabs? It's literally a lot. This is kind of what I'm thinking, these old brass knobs. I like, or I'm hoping that each one's a little bit different in real life, which it looks like it kind of is. I think that would look really good in the kitchen. And it's only $2, $2.60 a knob. Here, okay, this is what I was considering for the long poles, maybe. $15.80 is a bit expensive, but if I just need 3, that's not the worst. This, I think I already know is a no. It's too shiny. I don't want gold. I want like an aged brass. Okay, something else I could do too, instead of going with like the gold side of bronze, is I could go with more of like a black bronze, like a darker silver, pewter. I'm just saying words. I don't know what they mean. Is this antique bronze, brass, pewter, nickel? It's rustic plain knob. It's interesting. It's interesting because my faucet is black. So I could do black. It could work. These are cool. Forged iron. Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. It's got some brain texture going on. See, this, I'm kind of considering too. Do I do this or do I do this? Okay, I am going to pull my faves, give Lee Valley a call, see what's in stock because I kind of want to go get them like tomorrow so that we can get this makeover wrapped up and finished. And I know it's been dragging on. I want it done too. I want my kitchen back, guys. So let's give them a call, see what we can get. Hi there, I was calling to check stock on a couple of different cabinet knobs. See it. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. I can't believe that you just did that with the old doors that were there. I guess, what, they cut out the center?
Well, it depends on how the door is structured. I think for these, the way that the inner panels are, because sometimes if you get like IKEA, you can see like cuts in the frame on how it goes together.
Yep.
Yeah, you just cut it out or knock it out and then have it measured and fitted.
That's so cool.
And there's silicone on the inside for keeping it secure.
Yeah, that's gonna look great. So yes, the surprise alteration we did was add 2 glass panels to 2 of my doors. And the coolest part of all of this is that they were able to do it with the doors I already owned instead of having to make whole new ones. So if you guys are at all considering redoing your kitchens, I seriously recommend Sweet Refinishing and Painting. They did a great job, and I can't wait for you guys to see the full before and after of this space at the very end because it looks so amazing. So for a free estimate anywhere in Ontario, you can go to their website, which I will have linked below for you. And the best part is that if you enter the code SorryGirls2021 into the comment section of the estimate, you will get an additional 10% off their services. Okay, I'm back and I have some options, so let me show you. I swear online these looked a lot more different from each other. In real life, they're looking quite the same, minus this just straight black option, which I think I've already decided I don't want to do. It's too simple. So I'm going to be spending money on new knobs. I want them to at least be interesting. I also think I don't want to do these options. I'm just not a fan of the rounded tops. That leaves me with these guys, which are basically the same finish. They just have a flat top, which I like better. So this is a smaller guy and this is a bigger guy. They're the same type, just different sizes. is like the paint all over. I'm like, they're so different. This one is skewing a little more gold than this one. Functionality wise, the bigger one's probably just the better choice. And I think there's only a couple cents worth difference in the price of these two. I'm like, oh, just me coming to get something. Which one's easier to grab? This guy, by a little bit. Okay, I'm deciding. It's this one. Let's not make it difficult. I love it. Let's do it. Okay, I'm back. More knobs have been acquired. Let's install these. And I just have to say, I'm very excited to be able to finally use my doors again properly. Okay. Did I move this vase here on purpose to cover the chaos that's going on in my living room right now currently? The answer is yes. Okay, we're getting so close to the finale of this whole kitchen makeover. But before we do, there is one final DIY project that I want to start, because there are some that I have started and not finished yet. But this is the last one that I'm starting, okay? And that involves something on this wall. This is the wall that my fridge is like in this kind of nook here, and this is the wall. And it's just a plain wall, nothing's going on it currently. So what I'd like to do is create some minimalist little simple shelves that will just display my cookbooks. I have some really beautiful cookbooks with nice covers that just hide in a drawer and no one gets to see them, so I thought it'd be really, really nice to have a space for them. Yeah. Also, I have some really nice cutting boards, charcuterie boards, that's a nicer way to put that. And I think it would be really nice on this wall. So let's get to building. So to make these, I'm using two different pieces of wood, one that's bigger, it's basically as deep as I want my shelf to be, and one that's a small little trim piece that's basically going to act as a way to mount the shelf. So the first step is gluing these together at a right angle. I'm just using a combo of wood glue and 2 small screws to do this. So I thought it'd be really fun to try and achieve this metal bar look. I feel like I've seen this in a lot of actual bars, and I think it's gonna look really cool with the rest of the metals in the kitchen. Here are some inspo photos of what I'm thinking, and I've kind of come up with a way to do this. So I was able to find these very simple towel rods. I will link them below for you, and it was so easy to kind of bend off the end caps since they're bulky, and I don't think I'm gonna need them. Next up, I'm taking a drill bit that's about the same size as the rod and drilling 2 holes on either end of my shelf. Then I can just take the towel rod and put it into these holes, and it kind of creates this like brass railing effect that I think is gonna look really awesome on these shelves. And then because I really want this to feel like a match to the rest of the hardware in my kitchen, I'm gonna be using a mixture of satin bronze spray paint and rustic mist spray paint, which together will give it kind of like that tarnished brass effect, I'm hoping. And next up, I'm just painting this shelf the same color that my cabinets are. Okay, here's how the shelf is looking. I have 2 screws in this front lip ready to go. This is how I'm gonna hang it. I think once stuff is on the shelf, it'll cover the screws so we'll never see them. So the very last step is to add the railing onto the shelf. I really like how this mixture of spray paint turned out, by the way. Sorry, I should have done that on a table, but oh no! There goes my railing. BRB. Snap it into place, and guys, this looks really good. The spray painting made all the difference, because at first it was looking a little bit of a what did you make? But let's go hang these, and then I really think we're gonna see it come together. Oh, hold on, one more thing. So I ended up making 2 of those shelves in total, and then one final thing I want to add to that wall is this tiny, oh, I cannot get my life together today. So I did make a second one of those shelves, so I have 2 of those, and then the last thing I want to add to that wall is this tiniest little peg rail that I thrifted and also painted the same cabinet color. So let's go install this wall. Wow. I've never gotten something so level in my life. Wow. Just, that was a moment for me. Okay, you guys know, of course, there's gonna be a final touch moment at the very end, but I can't not test this out right now because it looks so good already. So let's just do a little 2-second styling moment. You guys, could you even see me there? It's so good. Look at it. Look at it. And I literally just thought of this idea in my head like the other day. So I'm so happy that it worked. I'm so happy that it worked. So try out this shelf hack. Tag me if you do. It's genius. Okay, let's carry on with the kitchen. We still have work to do, friends. Let's go. All right, it's a new day, and one of my very final decisions I need to make is what color I am painting my DIY range hood. Okay, I'm on my way to check out a lime wash paint supplier in the city, and I'm honestly still very undecided on what color I want to do, but I called her before leaving and she said she only has a couple colors in stock anyways, so maybe that will just help me make my decision based on my only options. Anyways, let's head out and figure it out together. Also guys, this store is beautiful. Okay, I'm back with the lime wash paints, and the colors that I ended up getting are very exciting. Well, they're also very polar opposites, so I still don't know. I have warm white fresco and black truffle fresco. So an almost solid black and like a creamy white. And I don't know, I think either would look so good in this space. So what I'm gonna do is, I think, take a photo of how it's looking and then edit it to be black and white, throw it up on Instagram, see what you guys say, and that might help me make a decision. And when I say help me make a decision, I don't mean what you guys say will be what I do. It'll help me know that if you guys say something else and in my heart I feel like it's wrong, I'll be like, okay, then obviously I want the other option, you know? It's like they say when you flip a coin, as soon as it's in the air, you kind of know which one you want it to be. I feel like as soon as I post a story and I see your answers, I'm gonna be like, yes! Or I'm gonna be like, I see what you're saying, but I wanna do the other thing, whatever that other thing is. So let's go. BRB in a sec. Alright guys, the poll currently as it stands is 68% in favor of white and 32% in favor of black. What do we think I'm doing? Give me your guesses below before I show you in 3, 2, 1. I am just really excited about doing something that makes more of a statement, and I feel like the white is a very safe option, and I want to do something a little bold. I'm nervous. Okay, it's just paint. If we don't like it, we do it again. So I've never used lime wash before, ever, and I'm really excited to give it a try this time. You don't put it on with a roller, you put it on with a big brush like this, and you do kind of these X strokes. I wanted to do it because it's gonna give, I think, a really nice textured effect, like a visual texture. I think it's gonna dry pretty flat and velvety, but it looks very dimensional in the way that it dries. And I'm almost hoping with the black, it's gonna give it kind of like a matte metal looking finish, which I just love the look of black metal range hoods. They're so beautiful, so we're gonna go for it. Now, most traditional lime wash paints, you do need to dilute with water, but for the darker colors, they recommended that you don't, unless you really want to lighten it up and add dimension. So I'm gonna start without it, and then for the second coat, maybe add a little bit of water, see how it's looking. Okay, it's been 2 hours. First coat is fully dry. I'm not gonna do the second coat. And for the second one, I have water in a separate bowl, and I'm just gonna get my brush a little wet before adding the lime wash paint, because diluting it for the second layer is gonna make it a little bit more transparent so we can see the first layer underneath, which is what gives it that lime washy effect and makes it look so beautiful. And I'm hoping I'm going to do 2 coats, so let's see how this goes. It's crazy how much farther the lime wash paint goes when it's diluted. Like, I've barely used any of my second coat of paint at all, and I'm already like almost on the front. Maybe that's because I have the first coat on, but I do think the water just spreads it so much farther. Okay guys, it's the next day and the lime wash hood is fully dry and I am so happy with my choice. Either color would have looked amazing, I know that, but I think the black just ties in with the stove and the other black features around the kitchen so well. And that was my goal from the beginning, was to make the things in the kitchen all blend together, especially the things that were pre-existing, the countertops and the appliances, and oh my God, I think it all works together so well. So we're at that time. Let's do some final touches, and I am so ready to show you guys this completed kitchen makeover. Let's do it. Wow guys, I don't even think I have words for how I'm feeling about this space. It's unreal seeing it come together, considering it was all just a concept in my brain a couple months ago. I have to say a big thank you to everyone who was so supportive of the whole journey and really excited to see it come together. You guys were the real motivators to get this done, so I appreciate it. I can't believe where we came from when I look at the clips of how this place started. It's truly unrecognizable to me, but now it feels like a place that really fits in with my home. It flows so well with the rest of the spaces, and I am in love with the process. So I hope you guys enjoyed the journey, and most of all, I hope you guys learned something along the way, because that is truly the heart behind this channel for me, is inspiring you guys and teaching you guys and ultimately learning together, because this whole project was a major learning process for me as well. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope we all learned together, and if you like this kind of stuff, we do this a lot on the channel. If you're new here, consider subscribing, because this is not the first and only large makeover that we've done on this channel. So lots more to check out. And I wanted to give one final huge thank you to Sweet Refinishing for helping me out on this journey. Could not have made it look as beautiful as it does without their help. So check them out, link in the description, all the info is there. I cannot recommend them enough. Chef's kiss on the paint job, it looks absolutely stunning. I'm so unbelievably happy with how it turned out. I love you all. This was so fun, and I can't wait to see what we do next together. Bye guys, thank you.